Okay, here we are out front. I'm going to go ahead and mow on this other side of our driveway. These bushes have already been trimmed for this year, so they're still in good shape. I don't know what's wrong with that bush. There's something wrong with it. It needs some fertilizer or something. And it looks like Scott's fixing to move that truck. So he's found some hearing protection. He's got Adele's truck there. And he's gonna move that so he can get the tractor out, and then we're gonna have to move Greg's truck somewhere. And my flowering almond took a hit this winter. Told Scott I might try to dig it up and take it with us. But need to cut all the blackberry briars back because we're not going to be here to enjoy them, and get this leveled off. I might see if Scott can fit that bed in the truck, Adele's truck with the tractor when he goes back up, because I wouldn't mind having a few tomatoes up there, and I can put that somewhere in the yard up there and use it and just leave it for Adele to have. I want to get all of the bushes. See, I'm telling you, I need 3 other people. I want all of these bushes at windowsill height all the way across the front, and there by Greg's room over there. You see how much I've got to cut off? Yeah. And then we're gonna take the bird bath back with us, I think, for the birds. You such a goofball. And the lantana needs to be cut back from the sidewalk edge. We need to get those newspapers out of the Harriet's driveway. And there's some things in there that, like this thing right here, this isn't supposed to be here. This is just something that's come up. But you can see how much I've got to cut off to get, you can barely see the window back in there. And I'm going to cut that bush back hard. And then back here in this jungle, this is full of choke cherries that have to be cut back. And we got to get all of this cut out. This is not supposed to be here. This is only on this corner is supposed to be a holly bush. The rest of that is just garbage I got to get out of there. These I just need to shape up and get them to a state where Scott can get a ladder in, because if you can see up there along the roof ridge, I'll push you in closer. That little trim board that runs just under the shingles, they don't do that anymore. They use a metal drip edge. So we need to get all of that down up there, all that piece up there, scrape the faceplate there and paint it. And then once we get all of that done, I can call, whoops, wrong way, sorry guys, call the roofers to come and put a new roof on this house. But see, this right here used to be wide enough that we could back that cream colored truck back in here to that back gate. Scott's already replaced that window. We've got to replace 1, 2, 3, 4 there. I think we got close to 20 windows that still need to be replaced in this house before we list it. And thankfully, this is paid for, this is done with. Scott said he wouldn't have put such an expensive unit on the house if we'd known we weren't going to be here, but it'll be a good selling point that the system is brand new, and it handles the main house plus that bonus room we have that's basically our junk room. But if they wanted to turn it into a room they used all the time, it's a split system, so you don't have to cool or heat out there all of the time. The water heater is only a few years old too. I've got so much trimming to do here. That hydrangea does not like being in the shade, but I can't move it, it's too big now. The ideal choice would be to trim this magnolia back so that this gets more sun. I'll have to talk with Scott about that. We could maybe handle that on our own if we just cut short little pieces, start out there and just cut short little pieces off, and maybe we could cut that back. We'll see. But the shed looks pretty back there. The fence is getting old, but it's still all right. Amelia can hear me. She's come down to see if she can see Mommy. Oh, nope, that's Bernadette. She can hear me. And There's a redbud tree there that got wrenched and twisted really bad, but he still looks okay. And if I can get all the choke cherries and crab apples or whatever these are that have come in here cleaned out, it'll look a lot better. I got to get the water meter so it's more accessible. And just a lot of trimming to do and haul into the street. I'll probably have a huge pile by the street before Tuesday's trash pickup. So I'm gonna start with the front though, as far as the trimming goes, because that's what the neighbors see and that's what the nosy one will report in, that it's overgrown. But we still have trim up there that needs to be done. How did you get over there without me seeing you? You sneaky.
That's my mother. I slip off.
Yeah, he does slip off and then he reappears. I don't know how he did that. He must have walked behind me. And the shutters, we have shutters that have to go back on the house that need to be scraped and painted. Don't think we've really decided on a color yet. I think maybe we'll do the front door, the doors all in that terracotta that's on the shed door, and then do the shutters in the gray we have, white around the windows, and I'll probably put some of that green on the walls of the porch. So we can tie the shed and the house, you know, all together so it looks all frou-frou. Looks like we got a dead limb right there that's barely holding on. I don't remember that hanging so low. It's kind of weird. Okay, guys. I guess I'll get back at it. Greg spent the night out. Woohoo! So he wasn't here when I woke up this morning. So I called him. And he said, I stayed over at a friend's. Yeah, a friend. Anybody with teenage boy or grown boys knows what that means. But anyway. All right, guys. I will let you go. I'll come back with an update later in the week or later today and show you how far I got today. Bye.